Here at Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin, there's a lot of ways that we fight hunger, and one of them is through FoodShare, helping people sign up for FoodShare, maintaining their benefits, and giving guidance on any problems that they might have is a lot of what our FoodShare team does. I spoke with our FoodShare team to get an in-depth look on how we're helping to fight hunger. When it comes to our food bank and our efforts, we normally stick within a 35-county footprint, but for SNAP and FoodShare, it's way beyond that.
So last year we had a lot of really big program changes. We've been working really closely with Feeding Wisconsin, who's our statewide kind of representative for all of our Feeding America food banks. They previously held the contract and we took it over. So where we used to be, 35 counties, we now cover all 72 counties of Wisconsin, all 11 federally recognized indigenous communities and tribes. And we are just working to make sure that everybody in the state gets application assistance with their benefits, gets their questions answered, get connected to food resources if they need them. Obviously, we're a food bank. We have to think about all of the things and all of the ways we can support people. We also do a really intentional job of cooperating with our sister food banks in Minnesota and with Michigan, making sure our western and our northern areas are also reached out to. We know a lot about our 35-county footprint, and we've really spent these last few months learning more about the Wisconsin as a whole.
So it's a massive contract, and we have a pretty small FoodShare team. Tell me how many people we have and what their efforts look like in the community week to week.
Yeah, absolutely. Small but mighty. Each week we are doing in-community outreach, being there in person to answer questions. We are on the phone managing our helpline, which is statewide, just to, if people can't get connected to their agencies or having questions about their benefits. But on a day-to-day, we have 2 people located out of our Appleton office. Both are bilingual Spanish speakers who are able to offer that kind of extra assistance and accessibility to knowledge. Out of our Southeast office here in Milwaukee, I always want to say 2 people because we have 1 full-time person and then 2 myself. I do about half-time in my outreach and application, and then we have 1 staff person who actually straddles her role. She is half-time FoodShare and she's half-time pantry partner coordinator. And so she even has even more knowledge she's bringing to this team about how our pantries work, how we can connect people to services. So we are looking towards the future. We're looking at expanding our program and making sure we're providing people with local expertise, a person to rely on in community.
So what does that process look like? Say if I see one of the FoodShare outreach specialists in the community and they have the forms and I'm like, hey, I want to be a part of that and I need that assistance. What does that process look like for me?
Not a lot of people actually know this, but it is a program that if you qualify based on your income, it is really straightforward set of questions to screen. So what we do a lot of the times is we'll do a quick screening or a quick test to see if you may fall into qualifying for the program. You can qualify for FoodShare by being a U.S. citizen, being a permanent resident for at least 5 years, and then having a certain income level that qualifies you for federal assistance. I'll ask a couple questions about, are you working right now? Do you receive Social Security? Are you receiving unemployment payments? And then we'll kind of just go from there. It's usually a couple minutes. We are trained on our ways of just being like able to, oh yeah, it's like, well, you should qualify for this program. Like I can help you with that process, or I can connect you to your local agency, or I'm sorry, like your income will likely disqualify you, but if you need food, like I can get you food today. Like where are you at? What's your zip code? And we can connect you to pantry or to other supportive programs that can lend a hand and hopefully make the day-to-day a little bit easier for you, even if it's not through FoodShare.
When people receive help from us for SNAP or FoodShare, it's not a one-size-fits-all thing. What are some of the reasons that people are coming and asking for assistance?
Well, the biggest reason, or the most talked about one, is the affordability. Food prices going up, but also people will come to us in different seasons of their life. Maybe they're out of work. Maybe they're going through a family crisis, a surgery, a medical reason, and they don't necessarily realize that that's a benefit that they could be using during that time.
When I go to pantries and talk to people about their story, one of the things that they talk about is sometimes they're in a situation where they're deciding between paying for a bill or affording food. And I'm assuming that you see that, and being on FoodShare or SNAP, it allows people to not have to make that tough decision, right?
What we're finding through our statewide helpline when we're in community is that people are engaging in SNAP benefits, food pantries, maybe for the first time in their lives. Maybe it's the first time in quite some time. And We like to emphasize that this is a benefit that you've paid into, that you should take advantage of, and that might help you get through a tough time without having to dip into any of your reserves.
If you or a loved one have any questions about FoodShare or would like to get in touch with our team, we have all of that on our website at feedingamericawy.org. For News Bites, I'm Brendan Scarborough.